What's up, YouTube? Back again for my second video. The black community is dead. That is the title of what I'm going to be speaking on. The black community is dead. When I was younger, I was taken away from my family at a young age. Younger than I actually could comprehend. But I always found a way to run away from where I was and go see my family. And everything was always good as long as, there was something in it for them. But the second that I tried to show or prove my independence and my own masculinity, I was quickly seen as a pariah. And I say that to say this. If you are a black man and you have some education, if you're into like this, if you're into STEM, science, technology, economics, mathematics, don't even try to fucking go back to the hood, man. Don't do it, man. I'm telling you right now, you're just going to ultimately fuck yourself off. Why do I say that? Well, because, we all know that black women run the black community in all sectors. They run the church. They run the police department. They run the home. They run everything. What room is there to build? You can't build shit. Now, I'm pretty sure a couple of people will say, well, you can always go back to the black community and buy businesses and buy apartments and all that. Yeah, you could do that. But what's going to happen is what happens to everyone who does that. Your shit going to get tore the fuck up. You're going to spend more money repairing shit and trying to keep motherfuckers who don't belong around away from the shit than you are going to make a profit. This is fact. You can't tell these thugs and goons and mama's boys, you can't tell them, hey man, you being played, you being bamboozled, you being hoodwinked. You're being fooled. You can't tell them that. I had a brother the other day try to tell me that black woman is God. And my only question to that is, why would a God create something stronger than itself? It creates something stronger than itself, who has more knowledge than itself, naturally more knowledge than itself. Then it wouldn't be a God. Doesn't make sense. The brother tried to tell me that women could procreate. And I told him, I said, well, if you took a whole bunch of women and you put them on an island, they all gonna die. A woman cannot be God. Now, can a woman be like a God? Oh, yes. If she's in her natural role, oh, yes. What do I mean by her natural role? The woman is the nurturer. Always has been. The woman is to raise the kids, take take care of the kids while the man is out in the field getting that money. Does that mean a woman just stays home? No, it doesn't. If he's bringing home the money, then a good man will give her instruction on what to do with that money. But y'all ain't hearing me. A lot of neighborhoods, if you look, you know, they just need to be bulldozed. A lot of black neighborhoods just need to be bulldozed, man. Motherfuckers need to tear that shit down and just build some other shit, you know. Or gate that shit up and let the motherfuckers kill each other. Why do I say that? It's fucked up that I say that, but it's the truth. Why? It's because no one can go into these communities and change a damn thing. You can't change nothing in the black community. If you go back to the black community and you have some sense, you know what they're gonna call you, right? They're gonna call you a coon, call you Uncle Tom. They're gonna say you talk like you white. They're going to say all types of ignorant, belligerent stuff towards you. They're gonna hate you. They're gonna say that you think you're better than them, when in all reality, you're not better than them. They don't want real men in the community at all. If you are a real man, there's no place for you in the community, in the black community. Because if there was, the real black man would already be there. The realest to a black man they're gonna get is a goon, thugs, pimps, hoes, whatever you want to call it, okay? That's the realest thing you gonna get in the black community. Which, yes, their reality is real. And yes, you know, they have ways in order to survive. There's rules to that shit. But all those rules lead to despair, sorrow, pain, death, prison. It's not a place to really end your legacy or nor begin one, for real. You know, very few, you know, make it out. I mean, there's some who, you know, they get into sports, music. Some of them get into science, technology, economics, and mathematics. But that's far and few in between, man. A lot of them is dying. I mean, the statistics prove it. We're the only nation of people who have been constantly at 13%. 7% of which is women. Meaning there's only 6% black men. And out of that 6% black men, there's only about 4 or 5% that aren't locked up, stored up in a prison house. So let's just say there's 4% that are actually free. Out of that 4%, another 1% ain't doing shit as far as trying to rebuild. I'm not gonna say rebuild, but trying to build up black people. It's all about shining. It's all about flossing. Which, hey man, if you got it, hey, that's cool. Whatever. Do what you do. Just don't be pissed off when, you know, there's no refuge for black people. So I think honestly that if you try to go back to the black community, you're just gonna get crucified at the stake, and they gonna make sure they turn that motherfucker upside down and burn your ass alive. That's what's gonna happen. The black community is dead. Why? Because there's no good black men in the community. These women don't want good black men, okay, until they're in their late 30s, mid to late 30s, early 40s. That's when they want you. But all through their teens and 20s, early 30s, man, fuck you. They don't want you. They don't want you around. But they want you to clean up that mess that they made. They want you to exalt them out of their bullshit. I'm not exalting no woman. Yeah, those days came and left. Don't exalt these women for their bullshit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Where I live at, there's a particular couple. These motherfuckers fight all day, every day. Every now and then I'll be looking out my window. Take for instance, the young lady, you know, she got into it with the guy in the parking lot. Okay. This motherfucker goes to speed off and she's still hanging on to the damn door. He stops, she lets go, he takes off again. Boom. And let me remind you, it was like 3 degrees that day. It was cold as shit outside. And I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of chuckling. I'm like, look at this stupid broad. Okay. Then, just today, a similar situation went down. The first situation was, he was saying something to her. I wasn't really trying to make out what the fuck he was saying. But she jumps in the car, slams the door, starts crying and shit. Then later on, a few hours later, she is holding on to the goddamn door again. This motherfucker is speeding in the parking lot. This motherfucker bends the corner while she's still holding on to the goddamn door. She lets go. And you know, with the momentum and everything, she's forced to run almost into the street on the other side of the parking lot. And these two simps comfort her. And I couldn't help but laugh again, because there's no way I would give 2 fucks about a female like that. Knowing what I know now, I wouldn't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Why? Because that's what they want. They want simps. They don't want men. Okay? With that being said, if you had pussified men in the community, nothing is going to get built. Nothing is going to get organized, and nothing is going to be established. No laws, no statues, no dignity, nothing. It's like a big ass fucking zoo. And the good man, you will be the prey. So beware. I'm out.